now in the cloud. Just a fast note for everybody, these recorded 10-minute presentations automatically delete after 1 minute, or sorry, after 1 week of being in the cloud. But when you get the recap email, you can also download them anytime during that week and watch them at any time at your convenience. Let's put our ears to the computer and let's hear what David Kelley has to say, everybody.
All right. Thank you, everybody. It's good to know this is being recorded and that it will be deleted in a week. I wish it was a minute, but we're going to have some fun today a little bit. It's my honor and privilege to talk to every one of you here today and to speak about what we do and the great works we have. Like I said, we're thriving through this disruption. We're helping a lot of people hear better, a lot of saving of relationships for both couples, spouses there that are helping. We're really, with this technology that's out there from many manufacturers, we have such an opportunity that this product, hearing instruments, can bring patient delight. We are absolutely amazed at the reactions we're getting with the clarity and the background noise management systems that the patients just are really like, I'm hearing so much better than I've ever done before. So it's wonderful to do that. Today I've got something I want to share with you. I've got a pre-recorded video that I wanted to present to you guys. About 4 years ago, we invited you guys we went to a couple different offices, and we went to my office prior to my remodel, and I want to just showcase my office again, taking this time so you don't see my fireplace back here, but you'll see hopefully what the tour of my office will be. Hopefully we'll be able to hear it, hopefully we'll be able to see it. If there's any challenges, Steve, please let me know right away as I share the screen here.
Just a fast thing, David, if you're going to share a video or anything that has audio, you've got to select a little button that says share computer audio.
Yep, and I got to optimize screen sharing for video clip also.
Okay, great.
So yeah, that'll be good. And hopefully we all can see this. Good morning, everybody. David Kelley with Livingston Hearing Center. I'm going to try something different here today. Don't know if it's going to work, but I hope you enjoy it. I wanted to make this fun. I know we have some new patients here, new people that have joined the group, and I wanted to give you a little taste of what our office looks like. Got some nice patterns on the wall. Good old sign. And that reminds me, we probably need to have a sign company join our group here at some point in time. Our main desk with hand sanitizer. Oh yeah, here's our coffee station over here. Notice there's no coffee anymore because nobody waits in this waiting room anymore. But wanted to give you a good idea what the sign that they see right before they go into our office through this door, which is normally shut. Look back over here. But we'll go in to the second room here where we normally will fill out their paperwork, and we'll test and check their ears and their pathways and make sure that they're clear and free so we can have a good test. We use this monitor here and these machines down here to video otoscope and look inside their ear canals. And that's a picture of my ear. It's no wax in there, it's all good. We have another station here where I can do fitting. And after we find out that they have their pathways are clear, we're going to take them into the other room. But we usually have them look at this sheet here that says the consequences of the untreated hearing loss. And I'll go over that in just a little bit more, because we want them to know that we can increase their lifespan. We can get them over depression a little bit. And a tinnitus, and 90% of the patients that have tinnitus have a hearing loss that can be helped with the use of hearing instruments. We have a modification room over here, and then we enter into our test room with our sound booth. We have a computerized audiometer, so it's an application on the computer, and we do it on the keyboards. So it's all set up there with our headphones and everything. But the patient will enter into our large sound booth that we have. They'll sit in this chair, and we will hook them up with insert earphones that go on the end of this, and they go in their ears where they have, and everything's been COVID free. They will push this button right here to indicate that they hear a tone, and under each tone. We also do bone conduction testing, which we put it on the mastoid bone, and you'll hear tones through that. And we also do speech reception threshold testing, and we can hear what they say through the microphone that's there. And sound field testing on the wall. So if that's a requirement for some OSHA regulated ones, that's what we do here. So that's where the magic happens here. Then we come back into our fitting room over here. So they'll come back, they'll order the hearing instruments after a good strong recommendation based off the explanation of their audiogram, and they'll pick up hearing instruments. Now, the hearing instruments are such technical devices now, it makes our job so easy, but allows us to really help make patient delight happen for us. We'll look here, our new custom rechargeable hearing instruments. So their ITCs are even larger. As you can see, they have a magnet on the bottom that kind of, and the connectivity, it just goes right there. Same with this one here. You just, on this little post, they just snap right in. You can see the green lights will indicate that they're charging. Now this pad on the bottom also has a charging mechanism in it. Okay, this can be charged up, charge these hearing instruments, because the pad is a charger itself without being plugged in to the wall. Normally this would have a cable in the back and be plugged into the wall, but you can charge these hearing instruments up 3 times. So you can just take this with you on a weekend trip, and you can charge them up for 3 days for 24 hours. So really you can do it for 5 days. Here's our regular Ricks. Now each one of these would have an earbud on the bottom of those, on the end of those, a comfort bud. As you can see, they have a little toggle switch there, so they can use it for volume control up or down, or a memory change. And they do it with both of them. So you'd hit the right button for volume control, we'd set it up as that, and it would change the volume up or down in both hearing instruments. Okay? And once again, this is a charging case. The green lights lit up indicate that it is charging. You're going to have them out for a while, I guess. But it'll also charge it 3 times. There you go. The green lights are on it. So we have one of our accessories here. Is our Mini Mobile. Our Mini Mic Plus. So it has a little adapter to it here that allows the sound to come in, but also allows phone calls to be received. So the person can wear this, and they can also transfer from their cell phone, their phone calls, to their hearing instruments, streaming directly to them. Also, we have a turbocharger, so if they forget to charge up their hearing instruments, this little turbocharger will do it in less than an hour or so. But 15 minutes, really 4 minutes on this, will get you almost an hour's worth of battery juice in that. If you put it on for an hour, you're going to have the full day. So that's what's fantastic about that. And you can see it lights up and it goes. So it's a super turbocharger unit that they have. And of course these, you can see they just snap in. They kind of suck right down to them, so it's pretty easy. Our office is set up so it's very comfortable for our patients. I have a pay station over here. Here's a little display of all the different colors that come in with it there. And just really here for the convenience of our patients. Here I did have this table mic that I wanted to show everybody, and this is one of our newest feature, the new table mic. And this can be set up in for group settings where you're at, maybe in a conference room, or you're in a Bible study or someplace like that, and the volume on or not, it can do surround sound. And it pinpoints the direction that the voices are coming from. So you set that in the middle of the room, and it pinpoints, and this can be streamed directly to the hearing instruments that we have. It can also be used as a connectivity. You can connect it right to the TV audio out, and it can be used as a TV streamer also. So it'll eliminate a use for another TV streamer that we have there. So This is our table mic, and it's pretty impressive. You can put it on surround sound, or like I said, you can have it on automatic. So wherever the voice is coming from, it's actually going to pick up the microphone from that. And you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like 8 different microphones from each one of those on there that it'll pick it up from and stream it right directly into the hearing instruments. And 2 people can also use this at one time, so a husband and wife team, if they have it there. So just wanted to show you our office. Once again, our great sign, Livingston Hearing Center, hear better, live better. We probably need to get a sign guy in our group at some point, but we're here for all your full service hearing care needs, and we just appreciate all the referrals that you do give us. Thank you very much. Bye, everybody. Okay. So no, my biggest fear was that you couldn't hear the audio and you had just been walking around, but hopefully it went over well, and you did hear that. So I wanted to tour our facility there so that you feel comfortable about sending your family in, your friends, and really that's what we need to, the people that you're going to refer to me are going to be close to you. They're going to take your advice and to go get a hearing test. So I just wanted to reiterate the importance of that relationship, and then our relationship too, that you know what our facility can do and how we care about our patients, and what little bit of what they'll go through. So I hope you enjoyed today's presentation. If you have any questions, we can open it up for questions and then conclude.
Great presentation. Does anybody have any questions for David? I know that was super duper thorough. I know if any of us have a referral for hearing, it's immediately going to David. Any questions at all, though?
Yeah, David, I have a question for you. How do you get somebody to come see you when they deny that they have a hearing problem, and yet they keep telling you that everybody's mumbling and they can't hear the music when you take them somewhere?
My best advice would be, how long has people been mumbling, and how long haven't you been able to hear the music? And I would sit them down with their spouse, and they'll say, oh, it's only been a year, and the spouse will say, no, it's been 5 years. But hey, you got them once they said some time frame at all, you know. But you know, you really can't, if they're not willing to. You can talk to them about how good the technology has changed. There is really simply no reason for somebody not to try better hearing now, because it is phenomenal. And those health ramifications of the untreated hearing loss are detrimental. They're life-saving. You can give somebody back 5 years of their life if they wear hearing instruments when they need them at age 70. So it's just a choice. We've got hearing lives to save, John, that's for sure.
Great question, John.
I got a question. Okay, so so my patients, when they lay down with hearing instruments on, they'll get pretty loud feedback, like you can hear it outside.
Right.
So first question is, what causes that? And the second question is, with those the table microphones, will you ever get feedback from those?
You should not get feedback from the table mic for sure, because that's streaming right into it. What causes feedback is a feedback loop between the receiver, which is the speaker, and the microphone. So it's a loose connection where we used to have a tight seal on it. Now we have computer chips that are actually there formulated to seek out feedback and to eliminate it. And the way they eliminate it is to produce a total opposite on the sine wave, an opposite sound of that frequency, so it's here, so it evens it out to 0. These are learning devices. They will, within the first week of wearing them, they'll learn where it feedbacks a little bit, and it'll actually stop it, and you can't get it. We used to be able to tell if the hearing aids are working by cupping it in our hand and making that feedback. Now they do so good a job that it's hard to get them to do that. But I would suggest them going back to their hearing care professional and have them recalibrated for their ears, make sure they're in properly, and calibrate them again for their ears so they can eliminate the feedback even better. Okay. If they're not in their ears correctly, if they lay down on a pillow and it moves out, it's going to be out there where it's not in, and that'll create feedback too. if they go to sleep, they just probably need to take them out. I only have one patient that sleeps with their hearing instruments, and that's just for security and safety reasons. For that. Thank you. Good question.
Okay, anybody else? Okay, I think everybody thought you did an outstanding presentation. Let's give it up for David Kelley one more time. Always a phenomenal attitude about the group as well too. I loved, yeah, let's get a sign company in this group. We've already got a referral waiting for them, right? I mean, look at that. Okay, so a good number of referrals came through. Some of the usual suspects, Kelly, Dr. Aaron. Hey, guess what? Even Ava Ziskowski passed 2 referrals this week, even though she's not a Caerusnet member. She logged onto the website and sent a couple to Michelle. But it was Dr. Aaron's referral that won the door prize today, David. So you guys can connect to get that taken care of. Just want to open the floor then really quickly. Does anybody have any parting shots, anything that a person you'd like to recognize or an event that's coming up? We do have an opportunity to open the floor for that right now before we wrap.
I'd like to give a shout out to Dr. Aaron. I've been going to see him for a bit. And look at this, Aaron. I couldn't do that when I went to see him last week. So I had like a trigger finger going on. I couldn't type on the keyboard, and I don't know, he found a tendon in my forearm that was misaligned and yanked on my leg, and it's all good.
Amazing. That is awesome. I love that. John,
Thank you.
Anybody that also, another thing that I'd mentioned too, even though, how do I want to put it? If you get a massage with Kelly or you see another person in the group, that is a referral. That's something that you want to pass online because, you know, you saw somebody in the group. So don't forget to do that. Anybody else? Okay, you guys were awesome today. Don't forget about those conversations that create opportunities. Let's see ourselves walking into those situations, and let's turn those situations into magic we can all benefit from. You guys were a ton of fun today. Look forward to seeing you again in 2 weeks, and hopefully by then too, I'll have information for you about our 4th quarter in-person get-together, because just a fast reminder, we are all virtual with quarterly get-togethers to fill that in-person desire that we all have. So we'll see you guys in a couple weeks. You were awesome today.
Thank you.
Great
Dr.
job,
I'll be over
David.
this afternoon to give you your gift, okay? Possibly.